to make their initial push here with MHN leading them out of the front. Of course, Stevos does find out one before his teammate Simics falls, leaving it down into a 4 versus 4. Still, Richie and co trying to fire off and find off an initial pick. And there it is. Stevos able to find one. Chunky there for the trade immediate, though, as Notice responds back. Of course, Zoots finding one and Chunky finding the other leaves it all down to Maddie, who's now stuck in a 1v1 against Zoots. Both looking for the one tap here. As Maddie aggresses upward. Oh, nicely done. He finds the tap. And the elimination picks up again. They do look to make their way out. The initial frags start to go the way of Brugge, but quickly they do get traded here on this A site. Man advantage going to be traded into favor of Infinite as they do look to keep this going. Oh, Stevos. That's unfortunate for himself. He's able to find one, but it's one and done. Very quickly trade out by the dealer of Zoots, leaving it all down into a 2 versus 3. Of course, these players are rather low. And because of that, Maddie gonna be able to swing through, find out too. Chunky finds the trade, but Simics quickly takes him away. The MP9 able to do the work, and he'll go for the defuse as well. As we do see a bit of a force buy coming out from Infinite. It's so far not working out. Trades go in the favor of Esports Club Brugge as they look to continuously shut this down. But of course, Shadow responds back, finding that equalizer is going to be pretty big, but with his teammate MHM getting cut out through the smoke, things look a little bit more worrisome. Of course, Shadow is extremely low. He's playing at a very dicey position for himself. Because with those two factors, well, it's not going to work out. Leaving Zoots alone, playing over here towards ramp. They don't have the information on him, and that's going to allow him to find one. But Maddie, peering up by stairs, finds the kill onto him there at ramp. Now, of course, as this round comes underway, we're going to be seeing Shadow play rather aggressive. Able to find out one as he makes his way through that rather quickly, but oh, Reggie. With nice timing on his spray, he's going to be able to find out one. Still, Edom trades it back as Simics gets an equalizer. Not too long for the living, though, as his head is taken off by MHN, who aggresses over towards if they do attempt it. And with Chunky finding out Richie, it's looking to be all a waste as him and Notice both fall and a little bit of engagement coming out there. And still, will be traded there in apps. And ooh. Richie. Still with things being traded in and out, and Brugge here on a bit of a scuff buy, still looking to try and convert the rounds. Ooh, Simics. He's able to pull one off bomb, but not able to get anything done with it. Still, as Edom is all alone, Infinite Gaming were certainly looking to try and get, they know his positioning as well. They know he's here in CT, and Stevos takes the engagement. Wins out the round for his team as the defuse. Ooh. Initial op shots. Ring out and Edom catches a bullet. This isn't all too advantageous here for Infinite, as the aggression here on mid from Brugge rings proud and true, leaving H. So while they do get a trade, but still in a 2v4 and against an op, Zoots is left alone. Look to try and claw their way back here into their T side. Stevos finds a very early pick, an advantageous pick. It shuts down any mid presence that was looking to be shown. The attempt at A to find the B split, or A split rather. One coming from underpass seems to be shut down, but still, with Zoots finding out an op shot there, they're going to have to deal with. And quickly, they dispatch the first. Notice is eliminated, but Maddie responds back quickly by finding one of his own, turning it back into favor. As MHN tries to take an engagement, but loses it out. Edom found out as well by Maddie. That is... Ooh. Quick shots, Edom. Gonna be able to find out one. It's good for the Tech-9s to get themselves towards sight, but they really need to get plant here. Still, trades go back and forth as an equalizer is found by Chunky. MHN solidifying things for their side and bring it to their advantage. This could be massive. Stevos finds himself a kill. Richie for the other, leaves it all down to MHN. MHN, Deagle, finds one. Looking for more now, playing on the edge of sight. Looks for another, but Stevo's too quick, finds him out. And that will be, they might be able to exploit for a kill. Richie finds one. Richie gets found out, and Stevo's found out as well. Chunky, very nice swing there. Gains himself a kill. Of course, there is a player to deal with, and unfortunately for Nose, it's not going to be all too long-lived. I was expecting him, hopefully, to be a bit of a linchpin there. He could have been able to shield off ramp as well. He's found a kill or two, but as Simics and Maddie are now all alone in the server, their spree of rounds might be looking to end here. Are really betting everything in on here, as they don't want to let a spree of rounds get taken up here by the side of Infinite. And so far, Simics, he's good for one, but no more than that. He falls right after. Richie does respond back with one on the MHN. Still, trades go into the favor of Infinite as Shadow finds an op shot onto two. Now Stevo's alone at 22 HP, 1v3. And well, it's long, not too long for living. Ooh. Shadow's able to find out one. That's the first for Infinite to give themselves an advantage. Digress rather far, and that's going to be his mistake. His teammate Maddie looks to try and pick up the pieces. Unfortunately for him, his head is taken off instead. I think he's going to be looking to save as Simics does fall. 1v4, no chat. They want to try and hit 10, but of course, right now the momentum's been shifted quite heavily. Still, Maddie firing on all cylinders. Finds two before he falls. Meanwhile, the rest of his team looks to engage, but right now, no chance. Bomb is down, and it's currently in no man's land, but Simics falls all the same. He's got behind them. It's going to be massive. They're finding that first. Leaves it all down to Zoots. Zoots aware of at least one. As he starts to make a lot of noise, and the shots from the dig ring out. That'll be Bruise claiming. Now, Chunky able to find one. Richie does swing through and find the trade. It's going to escape as well. We'll see the initial shots be fired off. Of course, trades come out evenly, but the equalizer will be gone as Maddie is eliminated. We see the control of this B site being taken up as notice. Richie. We're left in a 1v3, leaving Notice alone to try and do it. Of course, he needs to attempt it here, but no jets. That'll be all she wrote for the half. 9-6, Infinite. Right, the healing. Now, the push coming out. Chunky finds the first. Big kill on the Maddie. Chunky follows it up. Chunky looking good. Looking for his fourth. Tries to take the engagement, but it's tagged down all the same. No ace available. Only finding 3 into the round. Stevo's all alone will be eliminated. And that will be all she wrote. We'll see how they play it out. Of course, it does look like, with this coming underway, being a bit of a B-side rush. We do see Zoots and Shadow find the first two, with Maddie finding a kill, a plank coming out, which will help with the economy, but really converting the round is the name of the game here for Esports Club Brugge. They really do want to try and take this one. Unfortunately there for Richie, he overcommits into a swing and loses his life, leaving Stevos and Notice to try and bring it together and pick up the pieces. Of course, with Stevos finding one, makes it look possible. Still unaware of all their positions. We'll see the shots ring out, and Stevos coming up big. Finds out two, but Stevos. Now, and we see a full rifle round coming out. An equalizer from Edom. He's able to start bringing things together, but as Zoots finds himself a kill and gets eliminated, quickly it gets traded back and forth. Still more going out as it's traded down 2-2. And these CTs are rather spread, but so are the Ts. Someone to note really quickly is going to be Richie. And him finding out that player market starts to make it look like this could be a round for Esports Club Brugge. Of course, some pushes coming out, and Richie nearly gets caught, but of course Simics finds the first. Zoot's gonna be caught out early on here on mid as some aggression goes the way of B. HE finds out Edom, and meanwhile, Chunky keeps the fight alive for one for himself. But with it not available, Maddie finding out Chunky, Shadow, and MHN opting to save to try and carry over what they can into the next round. This is doable, players. Over towards the opposite side. Could ring for them to win it, but no chance. Simics, Maddie, just... Oh, I'm not really doing anything. Anyways, Shadow finds out the first. But of course, the trade from Simics is there. Meanwhile, Chunky looking for an engagement here at bottom of mid. Starts to go his way as Zoots guns down too. Of course, leaving Richie stuck in a 1v3 at 30 HP. Things don't look all too great here. And there we go, number 8. Ooh. Rouge to find the first. Of course, Steve was tagged down during the engagement. He'll be punished for it as well. HE able to follow it up as Edom finds 2 with it. Leaving it all down to Notice and Richie. And right now, Infinite are kind of prepared to try and make a comeback, but as Notice and Richie trade things out. Ooh, nice. MHN able to find 1. And oh, MHN. Now, as a shot for Shadow sings out. MHN Chunky shut it down in a big way. Brugge gonna fall away immediately just now. As Stevos, as we see a rifle round coming out of the way, finds the first. Shadow brings it back, but still, Mike's kept alive. Equalizer after equalizer being found as they aggress towards A, trying to get plants here towards default. And the retake looking to be imminent. It's a 3 versus 3 to fight for survival. And Richie finding Chunky out here in the beginning. Of course. Shadow keeps this retake attempt alive. Angle looks to pop up, but gets tagged out. And Edom is executed. Unfortunately for him, he looks to try and get the defuse, but no chance. That'll be all she wrote. And coming onto the docket, if we see Infinite start to pull out the stuff as this map comes underway. Of course, Brugge gonna be able to start things off strongly. Simics finding out that first as the flank comes down here on the A site. 4 players looking to retake here for Infinite, certainly looking to attempt it. As we do see Zoots find out 1 to get himself an equalizer. Allow this underway. Now, shots ring out. Simics finds out the first. Of course, Shadow and Zoots trade it back and forth, leaving Maddie all alone in a 1v3. Peering away, trying to find his players out as he gets aggressed upon. We will see Shadow take off his head with the USPS and Infinite. Start things off conversion here could deny Infinite Gaming from gaining a lead here early on. With Richie finding the first but being traded out, it starts to go the way of Esports Club Brugge being traded back and forth. Stevos is rather low in the engagement though. Ooh. Nice shot. Those is good for 1, but of course Zoots does trade it back. Putting it all down to Shadow. Could be a big round out of Brugge. And they certainly do convert it with the Galeals. We do see Chunky swing through it too. Of course, Notice and Richie traded back with the MAC-10s that they've been bonusing. Sitting all directly towards sight. Oh, Richie gains the information at the last second and finds the kill. And okay, Richie just absolutely running through them with his Kalashnikov. They have themselves Deeks and a CZ to use, along with a C-A1S. Well, they start to get ripped away. Simics able to do some works before he falls. Very nicely done. Some trades are there. Consolation prizes, to say the least. Unfortunately, for Infinite, or rather, fortunately now, they find themselves an equalizer and certainly make this possible. 2 rifles to perform the retake. And a big kill out of Stevos as the defuse looks to come out. And yep, that's going to go through. That's going to be a second for Infinite. put themselves back. Ooh. Adam able to find out one, but still things being kept rather careful. Not too much room to use here. Well, that's unfortunate. Richie. We're in a bit of a dire position as they take towards A. Simics falls first. That's really unfortunate. They really needed him to be the linchpin as he had the most HP. But the offer. Ooh. Of course. With shots going back and forth, the advantage is had by Infinite. Right now, their CT side looking a lot stronger than it was there in the beginning. These rifles making the difference. A Simics work his way around. Gets informational one. The backstab comes out. And Zoots executes two. That will be a 4. Notice. Holding quietly. Able to find out one, of course, a bit of a deco. They do force up a couple of rifles here. The AK is going to be rather important. Unfortunately for Richie, he over-aggressed here for Brugge. It's doable, but a little bit rough. They do find an advantage. A pick comes out along with another as they clean sweep this A site, leaving Zoots alone in a 1v3. As we roll back underway, Esport's called Brugge. Starts off with 2. Of course, Adam quickly there to retake control of ramp as Zoots tries to swing on these players there at B. It's taken away. We're going to start to see initial shots fly in with Richie gaining the first through the smoke and advantage starters. And coming out with a disadvantageous half would be rather rough. Of course, initial shots ringing out goes the way of Brugge, and they do it right previous map. Then Infinite were able to make it much more competitive right there at the end. But we'll see. Ooh. Flank comes through, and Adam finds one. They're looking to retake here. This could be doable. We do see some shots going either way. Steve-O's tagged down rather low, leaves Notice in a bit of a linchpin position. And as the engagements are taken up, Infinite. Oh, man. Take the round, and dear Lord, that's... Now... As we do see trades going back and forth, the equalizer being found, and MHN is now rather low. And as a shot from Adam sings out, the equalizer that Brugge had found is eliminated still. They're looking to play for contact. MHN. Both extremely low, unfortunately. Zoots. Oh, lob shots though. Rip. Ooh. Now, of course, the Zoots finds one. Trade comes out from Simics. Chunky there for one as well. Still, the side of Infinite fighting hard. To put this at 6-9, that'd be half certainly to use here on their CT side. Not the greatest in the world, but certainly still much better. But still, we'll see the round going the way of Infinite. As Notice finds one. The trades go in and out. Adam able to find out too as Simics finds one for himself, putting it down into a 3v3. The man advantage goes the way. Esports Club Brugge here towards this B site. They execute. Not looking all too great as Richie finds one, leaves him alone. He's able to take an engagement here. Starts evening the odds a little bit more, but still needs to find one more to bring it back into favor. As this engagement comes out with Richie, Zoots wins it out. That's a big one by him. And oh, Zoots. Just so quick the way of Infinite Gaming. And oh, Stevos, that's such a dirty shot. I didn't think he had the information. Of course, we do see Infinite start to make their way towards this B site. Ooh. Stevos, that's unfortunate. Now, of course, more shots ringing out, and Edom finding one for himself. Puts it down to a 4 versus 5. Brugge already losing men. The Simics and Maddie have both fallen quickly into their graves. An advantage for Infinite Gaming as they do look to try make their way towards this B site, and with Richie falling, it's all but solidified. Stevos swung on as well from the back. Leaves notice on B. Ooh. There we go. We do see Zoots firing off on all cylinders. Finds out quickly too as he aggressed through mid, allowing his team a little bit of room over towards B. Of course, the refry coming through leaves it down into a 3v4, but still the trades ring true as 2 are found out immediately. As an initial pick is had, and this mid aggression being shown works out quite nicely. Of course, Stevos does sing out, able to find out 2 for himself. Trades back down to a 2v3, certainly puts this in the realm of plausibility. Stevos' information is known as MHN. Ooh! Tries to find the backstab. Swings, gets a kill, but they look to make their way towards site. Engagement comes out very quickly. Zoots finds the first. That's going to be the opener. Rotates coming out from Brugge immediately. As a little bit of utility is thrown. The push comes out. Stevos, Maddie find one each. Zoots, of course, does get one before he falls, as Edom executes upon 2, leaving Stevos in a 1v3. Can't do it all on his own, so he gets behind this sandbags position, finding out 1 onto Edom. They know where he is now. They don't like to play off of that, but Stevos quickly finds out 1, leaving it all down to Chonky. Ooh, I think the defuse sound wasn't heard. Chonky seems to have no idea. Is he AFK? Now, as we do see Maddie find 2, Esports Club Brugge start to shut it down. Shadow left all alone. And this 1v3, and Brugge could be making the comeback here. It was looking like it could have gone the way easily of Infinite Gaming, but the moment. As we do see Maddie swing out for 1. The trade comes out, but the trades are quick. Equalizer after equalizer being found. Still, Retake looking to come out. Would notice finding that first kill out, it leaves it down to Zoots. Of course, Zoots is the one you want left in this situation. His teammate was extremely low. The defuse is looking to come out already, and Stevos quickly takes his life. After those DCs. And ooh, that damage is going to be a little bit late. But an initial kill from Richie starts to bring things into face. Ooh, Richie. Of course, he's able to find 1 more. Unfortunately for him, he is traded out, leaving Shadow. Ooh. Nicely, Shadow finds 1. 10 seconds on the clock now. He needs to plant. But Maddie swings at the right time. No additional information being shown. Now as the push comes out, Richie and Simics gun them down. Leaving Chonky all alone in the server, and not much to be done as Brugge swing to find the final. And Zoots finds out the first. Shots by Maddie are there to find 1. He starts to deny sight, but is quickly taken away. A whiff shot by Stevos. Still, Peeking through, Simics looks for one. Drops a Molotov as Richie and Stevos find out a kill each. Pushing one behind White Box. Richie finds the kill onto Adam, leaving it all down to MHN, who comes through, finds one with attack 9, but time is rather low. The defuse looks to come out, and Esports Club Brugge. We're coming back into it. And Stevos finds out an initial. Of course, with notice of Richie following it up, it leaves it all down to Zoots and Chunky to attempt to save this matchup. And as we see, shot rings out, finds one, Semic swings, finds the kill, and that will be all she wrote. GG's in the